Hey, hello everybody. This is our small group session for Victory and Praise. We are a place of praise, we're a place of purpose, and we're a place of prayer. So today we're going to look at striving for excellence. That's what the message is about. And that's the series that we're dealing with. So we talked about at the very beginning, what is excellence? So you can answer that question real quick again in your group setting. What is excellence? Now that you heard the word, what does excellent look like to you? Aristotle said excellent it's a habit. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellent then is not an act. It's a habit. It's habitual. It's not something we do every now and then. It's not something we do when we have company come over. It's something we do every single day of our life. We are people of excellence, 24 hours a day, 7 days of a week. What I love about the scripture, and we went over in 1 Kings chapter 10, verses 1 through 12. When you look at Queen Sheba, the key thing that stands out to me is she said, I heard about your excellence. I heard about all the things that you have done and all the things that you accomplished, right? And of course, the Bible goes on and says, but the half of it hasn't even been told. It's one thing for people to see you, but it's another thing for people to hear about your excellence. Our reputation should speak for itself. Our character should speak for itself. You know, when we do things, people should know off top who you are just by your reputation alone. And I say that because excellence, something should speak even in your absence. I may not be there. And so if somebody get in my car, what does my car say? And somebody may borrow your car. Somebody may come into your house and say, hey, I'm just going to borrow your house for the weekend. What does your house say? And so in every area of your life, it should speak for yourself. If you're the person that is conducting a meeting and you know that you're supposed to be a timely person, or that person who conducts the meeting is a timely person, it speaks for themselves, because I know if this person was here, they're going to start right on time. So again, even in your absence, excellence should speak for itself. And of course, God calls us to be people of excellence. And so what she noticed was how everything was in place. We've seen that she paid attention to the food on the table, all the way down to the place setting. So even when I'm preparing a dish, when I plate it, do I plate it with excellence, or do I just put food on the table just for the sake of putting food on the table? You know, I like to watch different TikToks, and I like to look at the different ways that they actually plate their food. You know, I seen where they actually put the rice like in a bowl, and you just pat the rice down and then you turn it, upside down and put it on the plate. And so those are just different things, the presentation. You know, when you look at having nice dishes to be able to serve, there's times where we just you can get a little, I guess, say complacent or conservative, or we may serve off of paper plates, or we may use aluminum foil. But then there's times where it's like, there's a time where we want to be more elegant, and we want to, on purpose, to show the character and nature of who we are and who we represent. It's the same thing in your personal life, should be the same expectations and goals that you have even in the church. So when it comes to the church, if I see something out of place, again, whose responsibility is it to put it back in place? Is it the next person? It's not my ministry. I'm not a teacher. So if I'm walking down the corridors, if I see something on the ground, well, that must be the janitor's responsibility. But a person of excellence, they take the initiative to understand this is my responsibility, especially when it comes to the house of the Lord. This is God's house. So I want to make sure that everything is back in place. If there are certain jobs I may be doing at the church, I want to make sure I put everything back after I finish. Well, I don't care if it's the hospitality. It doesn't matter if it's the maintenance. It doesn't matter who may be doing whatever task or function, but a person of excellence will always make sure I left it better than when it was when I first arrived to that particular location. So that is what excellence is about. Excellence is, again, it's a habit. It's something that we want to do over and over and over and over again. Sometimes, you get tired of hearing people saying the same thing over and over, but they're saying the same thing over and over because they're trying to deposit something into our spirit so it can just get down, rooted into us, where it just becomes automatic. And so that's what Aristotle was talking about when he said excellence is not an act. It's a habit. It's something that's deep down in your spirit. It's rooted in your spirit. You just do it without even thinking. You know, there's just certain habits and stuff that you just have that you do without thinking. And what our goal is to always have positive habits, good habits, spiritual habits, healthy habits. And so those are the things that we want to continue to strive for. So again, what am I striving for this week? What am I going to adjust? What am I going to fix? What do I need to change? What do I need to alter in my life? So when people see me, they say, man, that person is a person of excellence. They got it going on. Whether if it's the dress, I don't care what drip you're wearing, what wardrobe you're wearing, that's clean. That's bad right there. We want people to make those type of comments. When you driving down the street, is my car clean? Is it still a little, yeah, you know how it is when you have those dirty cars that you writing on it, wash me please. So we don't want to have one of those type of cars driving down the street, because if a person of excellence, well, my car is a representation of me. And I get it. We may not be able to wash our cars every single day. And I know it's raining right now. But as much as we possibly can, I want to make sure I meet that standard of being an excellent person. God bless you. Love you. Peace.
Excellent. Excellent.